Yo, you already know what it is, man. It's your boy Domwork, man. And look, now for most of us, when it comes to our first builds of a new 2K, we tend to mess it up and then have some things that we look back and be like, damn, I wish I could have done this or that differently. But for the first time in like a few 2Ks, I feel like I actually got it right with my first build. Now that's according to my play style and how I like to play the game, because I know a lot of people might look at my build and be like, oh, this is bad, or you could have done this or you could have done that. And that's cool, because you know, everybody can give their 2 cents or whatever, but you can't tell me I did my build the wrong way. You know what I mean? Like, just because you might have done it differently doesn't mean that I did it wrong. But I decided to bring my first build out and hop out there into the random wreck. And as y'all can see, man, with the cap breakers applied, this build now has a 98 ball handle. And if you follow my channel, man, for a while, you know I used to be out there dribbling way too much. Now, I'm not saying I was a dribble god or nothing like that, but I think I'm a pretty decent dribbler. Now, over the years, I kind of calmed down with it a little bit, because you know, when you're out there in the wreck, if you're putting the ball on the floor and doing all these combos, they gonna call a timeout on your ass. So I kind of left the dribbling and, you know, the comboing up behind in my park days. But I said, look, if I'm gonna be out here with a 98 ball handle, all these legend playmaking badges, you know, legend handles for days and all that, I gotta put the ball on the floor a little bit. I gotta get into a little bit of something. So I started dribbling again, man. And look, over the past couple of days, yo, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I mean, it's just way too easy now. Not a soul out here can guard me. And even though it can get a little bit cheesy at times, I kind of forgot how fun it is to really combo up and get some kills out here. But I think for me, the key is to do it in spurts and not just come down the floor every single time getting into some combos. Because the reality is, bro, these dudes out here in the wreck, they're not trying to look at that. They're not trying to watch you combo up. They don't care how many dribble moves you got. Because even though missing people happens, especially for the point guards, if you're sitting there tweening and somebody cuts and they're wide open and you don't hit them, you ain't never gonna hear the end of it. So even though it might be fun to come down and want to get into an ISO every single time, it's really all about moderation, man. You got to make sure everybody on the court stays happy. You got to make sure you're hitting your people when they open. And like I tell dudes all the time, like, look, if you want to dribble the air out of the ball, go play the 1v1 court. You got to remember that it's a 5v5. You got 4 other people on your team that want to score the ball. They want to touch the rock. So if you come out here and you try to make it all about you, you can't be mad when they start calling timeouts on your ass, man. It's that simple. But as y'all can see, man, we up 33-27 in this first game right here, and I'm off to a good start. I don't even think I missed a shot up to this point. Now, they do a good job of getting back and breaking up the pass on a fast break, but it bounces right towards me in the corner, and like I said, I'm on fire, so you know I'm knocking that down. So at the top of the third, we got a 4-point lead. I got 17 points. Now I'm coming down right here. Big man sets a high screen. I just come off of it, get right downhill, and that's an easy lay. So now we up 40-34. They go up with a bad take right there, allowing us to get out on a break again. Now he hits me right here, and I'm just patient with it. Wait for my man to get to the corner, hit him, and that's a wide open corner 3, and he knocks it down. Now right here, y'all can see they only have 4 people on D, and that's because the point guard ain't coming down the court, man. He's getting pissed off, and I can't blame him, because he was honestly a solid player. And when you're out here and you know what you're doing, and then you get paired with people who are just dumb and just doing dumb shit, it makes you not even want to try, bro, because it literally feels like you're wasting your time. Especially when the other dude or your matchup is busting your ass too, it just gets annoying. And it literally feels like you're playing 1-on-5. Now y'all see that Hall of Fame ankle assassin right there? I'm able to stun him, get the blow by, and get another easy layup. But look, as y'all can see, man, we got 2 minutes left in the game, and we're only up 4. And look, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, man, it's my fault. But as far as I can remember, it was a lot of like him throwing the ball to the AI and then getting it back, dexing off the ball, because you know you can call for it and get the ball instantly. And when you're on a guard like this with no defense, it's kind of tough to get a contest on that. And on top of that, I'm short, and he got the Patty Mills jumper, so he's just shooting over me, crabbing me and all that. And like I said, man, he was a good player, so he knows what he's doing, and there really wasn't much I could do about it. But y'all see what I'm doing here. I also know that his build can't guard me either. He doesn't have any defense either. And the clock is on our side, so I'm just slowing the game down and making sure that I get a good high quality attempt. Because as long as we keep scoring, we should get out of here with the dub. So look, we get this stop. That's all we needed. We up 3. The game clock is off. All we gotta do is hold the ball. Now they trapping this dude right here, and I'm like, bro, I'm wide open. Just pass me the ball. But when it comes to rec randoms, that would just make too much sense. I swear to y'all, bro, when it comes to random rec, you can't make some of this shit up. All he had to do was, you know what I mean, pass me the ball. I'm sitting there wide open with my hands out just for that reason. Like, I know he's about to get blitzed. I know he's about to get a bump steal or something stupid. So I'm right there trying to avoid that. And that shit was so stupid, bro. I was honestly about to dashboard and not even play the overtime. Because I was getting tired of having to do everything, man. I got to score the ball. Then I got to come down here and guard this point guard that's shooting over me every time. It's like, bro, I ain't even trying to deal with all that. And I was so rattled. I think I missed like my first 2 threes coming out into the overtime. But we eventually got it together. And as y'all can see, now we're up 4 with like 18 seconds left in the game. But in a random rec, it's never really over till it's over. Y'all know how that goes. But he ends up smoking that shot right there. And now I'm thinking like, bro, just hold the ball. But of course, this dude got to do something stupid again and try to score. Like, if that team was smart, they could have easily called a timeout, got a 3, and had enough time to foul. But I got another gameplay for y'all, man. And in this one right here, y'all can see we're down 0-4. And one thing that annoys me about 2K is the animations, bro. Like, listen. Y'all seen I threw him up right there. He had a clear lane to the rim. All they had to do was catch it with 2 hands and dunk it. But because 2K wants to give him a flashy dunk animation, it ends up getting broken up because instead of just going straight up on the other side, he ends up going into the defense. And I'm just wondering how many years it's going to take 2K to find a way to contextualize the animations that they give you in the paint. Because even though you can choose what hand you want to go up with, sometimes you'll pick the right hand and they'll still give you a bad animation that ends up getting blocked. So in the end, you're just left feeling like, you know, you're getting holed by 2K. And, you know, for the gameplay overall, that's just bad, bro. But as y'all can see in this game right here, this dude guarding me, bro, he can't check me. So I'm going to be able to get to the rack whenever I want pretty much. But my teammates are going to have to be able to knock shots down. Because y'all can see, anytime I beat my man off the dribble, it's like 3 people dropping into the paint. Now right there, I'll take the blame for that. Because I mean, you know, the shooting guard did cut down into the paint wide open. I could have hit him there. Then the big man was open for a little bit. But even though I was watching the big man, I'm also watching a dude sitting in the passing lane. So I'm kind of hesitant to throw that. And I'll never understand why dudes will be the first ones down the court, but want to stop on the wing. Like, just fill in the space on the floor. Go to the corner. If he goes to the corner there, it's a no-brainer. Because the power forward's man is going to have to choose who he wants to guard. So that way, once the power forward gets down the court, he'd be wide open. So it's just a lot of little things and, you know, what I consider basic IQ shit that if it's done properly, it can make the game a lot easier. But right here, it's 11-18. And now look, I know as soon as I beat my man, that big man is going to drop. So as soon as I beat him with the cross, I throw it to my big man who's properly spaced in the corner, and he knocks down an easy wide open 3. So at the top of the second, man, we still down 14-20. Now my big man setting me a pick, and the other big sitting in the paint. So I gotta let it fly, man. I gotta get him up out of there. So 22-17, my man gets an open shot right here, but he ends up smoking it. So now we out on the break, but they get everybody back. They do a good job of getting back, but they're so concerned about protecting the paint that they leave the perimeter wide open, and my big man can shoot. But like I always say, bro, when you're making a comeback in a random wreck, you always got that one dummy on your team who's gonna do something stupid to kill the momentum. Like, I have to know what in his mind told him that was a good take. Like, why would he do that? But right here, I'm trying to work something out with the big man, and I get him an open look, but of course, somebody runs over there, brings their man, and messes up the open shot. And I know somebody's gonna talk about the dude that was open on the right wing for a little bit, but listen, man, that dude was shooting nothing but very late. I'm not passing him the ball right now. Now, I just sprayed this dude with a 3 the other trip down, so he's not trying to give another one up, and I know that. So I get an easy blow by into a midi pull-up, but I end up smoking that. And that's kind of crazy to me, man, because I swear to y'all, that's a shot I can shoot with my eyes closed. But we down 25-30, and I swear to y'all, man, some of these dudes out here are just straight useless, bro. Like, why are you on the court? This dude is literally only out here to take bad shots and throw away possessions. Now, right here, they said a hot pick, so I'm trying to get around it. And I got two dudes in the paint, and none of them gonna step on that to make sure he doesn't get an easy dunk? That's wild to me, man. But with 5 seconds left in the quarter, I don't trust any of these dudes more than I trust myself. So I call my own number, get to a spot, rise up, and I'm able to knock it down. So we down 5 at the top of the third. Now right here, I'm gonna hit the big man, and all he has to do is be patient. Let me get to the corner, and then you can make a read from there. Now it was still an open shot, so if you're really elite, I mean, that's gonna be knocked down, but clearly for him, bro, that's not the shot you want. So we down 7, man. I'm gonna bring the ball up right here. Power forward is gonna come set me a pick. And look, my man's dropping back again behind it. Nobody's up to help him, so I'm gonna let it fly. And y'all can see I'm not using Donovan Mitchell anymore, man. And I mean, I like Donovan Mitchell base. It's really good. It's really smooth and easy to time. But I feel like if you want to be as effective as you possibly can be on a small guard, you're gonna need a quick release jump shot. Because you want to be able to take advantage of them slight openings when you're dribbling and the defender might drop back a little bit, anticipating the drive. You want to be able to make them pay for that. Now, ultimately, it comes down to your play style. Like I said, if that's not the kind of shots that you take, then you don't need all that. But for me, I feel like I'm at my best when I got that quick release. Now, y'all don't judge me here. Y'all can see we down 6, and I'm going to chop him up right here, get him with a couple of moves, got him spinning, but then I end up smoking the shot. And no, that's not RNG, that's not 2K, that's all on me. I instantly knew that was off, and it's just at the tail end of that step back animation, it kind of threw off my timing. But big man gets another solid look right there. I mean, it could have got a better shot, but for the situation that we in right there, that's probably the best you could get. But now I'm starting to get worried, because if my big man can't hit his shots, we done for. So now we down 10 at the top of the fourth, and if we want to come back and win this game, we're going to have to get some stops, get some rebounds, and we're going to have to hit some open shots. Now I help off trying to make a play, and they try to get it to my man, but I'm able to recover, get this steal, so now we out on the break. And I thought about throwing a lob right there, but then I had PTSD from the play earlier. But ultimately the ball finds me wide open on the wing, and at the end of the day, man, 3's worth more than 2, so I'll take it. So we down 10 with 3 minutes left in the game, and I'm starting to get a little bit desperate. So I get the crab right here, and this is a good shot, but for whatever reason, bro, I end up smoking it. And off that miss, they get out on a break and get a 3 of their own, so that's all bad right there. But as y'all can see, man, it's gonna be tough to win a game where your center can't get a board and he can't hit a shot. So as y'all can see, man, I ended this game with 30 points, 13 for 18 from the field. Not my best game, but definitely should have been enough to win this game right here. But at the end of the day, it is random rec. You never know what kind of teammates you're going to get, what kind of skill level you're going to get. And sometimes it's going to be more better players on the other team, man. It is what it is. But I've been having fun out here on this build, man. So let me know in the comments if y'all want to see more gameplay from it. And as always, man, I appreciate all the support. If you ain't following me on Twitter, man, be sure to give me a follow over there at BeLikeDom. And y'all already know what it is, man. Stay up. Let me catch y'all in the next one.